Let's do the rattlesnake.
No. Let's send him a letter. Say hello.
You're in another room.
It's still feel like it could come through
that
here.
is, and I love how you wrote devenomized on the case.
Devenomized rattler.
Does that mean you have a case at home that says rattlesnake, full of juice?
And so if I get in an accident, the paramedics will want to help me out.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the rattlesnake. It's in a very large, it's like one of those plastic tubs that you would buy
it's
at
a
the
storage tub.
hardware store.
Yep.
Now, before I do this, you need to understand that snakes in Western Washington are not venomous. But if you go to Eastern Washington, rattlesnakes live there.
Oh, my God.
And I'm going to see if I can get the microphone down the box without.
Oh, you don't have to. It's coming over. It's coming over just fine.
Okay, the mic goes in.
If your snake bites that microphone, you are taking those things and getting the hell out of this room.
Whoa.
Why is it so angry, Scott? Is it usually a late riser? Afternoon snake?
Okay. Well,
Did you tell it was going to be on the radio this morning? Say, do a good one now.
Well, he's not angry. He's scared. He thinks we're going to step on him and hurt him because we look like a giant to him. So he's just telling us where he is. He's saying, here I am. And
So he's, I saw him move there.
Oh, geez, that's a big snake.
He's huge.
Jesus.
actually, he's only 4 feet long. They get to be 9 feet long. Diamondbacks are the largest species.
Now, there's nothing like that in Eastern Washington, right? Because I've seen rattlesnakes.
Right. We have one small species in northern Pacific rattle that only gets just a few feet long. It's very small. And by the way, the bigger the rattlesnake, the more dangerous their bite is. Only 3 people out of 100 who are bitten by rattlesnakes will die, and it's the big ones that are more fatal.
Okay.
It is. Now, I had
rattlesnakes
heard
usually
something
not gonna
else.
kill
I had
you.
heard the smaller ones were more venomous. Is that just an old wives' tale?
That is a myth. Their venom glands are so small that a small rattlesnake is not going to kill you ever. I would be very surprised if that ever happened.
I have no urge to hold him at all, but
He is beautiful.
I note that he is looking weirdly at us, but seems perfectly comfortable with you.
Well, they can recognize their keeper, like I said, but it's still, I don't trust him 100%, obviously. I'm very careful when I handle him. But they're not aggressive animals. Snakes, you got to understand, snakes in America don't chase people. I really do believe that. They're not going to come after you.
They
He disagrees.
They do hold grudges, though, apparently.
By the way, that's rattlesnake for 99.
He's scared, really.
You said in America, there are some places where the snake is the aggressor?
Yeah, we've got a snake coming out. There are a few species of black mamba and a few others that, if provoked, they have gone after people, but only when they're cornered and provoked. And we'll talk about that.
All right, let's keep moving. We got about 3-4 minutes here. I want to see some of these other. That's not even the biggest crate you have.
Done. Yeah.
You got 2 other big crates on the bottom there, or is there what's in
we got a
those?
snake from Africa.
Okay.
It's the number 2 deadliest snake on Earth.
Can you not bounce it around so hard and bump it into things before you open it up? I mean, I'm just saying, not for nothing, but could you?
Number 2 deadliest.
Yeah, this is, and by deadliest, I mean, if 100 people get bitten, how many of them would die if they went to the hospital? Fatality rates is what I'm talking about. Not
What's
the
the
most
fatality rate
venomous,
on this?
which is a different thing. But this snake huffs and it puffs. Listen to this sound. This is the Gaboon viper from Africa. See if you can hear this.
Back up, Luciana. Back up. Don't get that close. I know you'll do anything to get a good shot.
Oh, that's worse than the rattle.
So, Scott, is that in Western Africa?
Listen.
And that's the sound of me wetting my pants.
It's like a flamethrower.
Hey, Walrus, get a shot of my pants being wet, would you, for the web? Thanks.
They have 2-inch fangs. And
So he could bite you, even
Gaboon
though
viper.
you've taken the venom sacs out. By the way, who takes the venom sacs out? Do you have somebody else who
no,
does
I
that?
have my degree in zoology. I do my own surgeries. But,
So when you get the snake, it has the venom.
Yeah, but we anesthetize him before we even start.
So how do you anesthetize him? Do you
We have a gas chamber.
oh,
an
good.
induction
Okay, it's
chamber, we
gas. I
call
was
it,
going to
and,
say, you don't come at him with a needle and go,
No.
Oh, no,
not gonna hurt.
now it's on, buddy.
Yeah, and then once we knock him out, we put a little tube in their windpipe and keep
so he's
him under.
completely out.
Yeah.
You remove the sac, and now you know he can't kill you.
Yeah, and we
And
test him on a
what
regular
percentage of
basis to
people
make
bit
sure.
by this die?
There are no hard percentages I read, but I would estimate about 70%.
This is Darth Vader, this snake.
This is a brutal.
But you can look at this. The snake is actually very friendly. He's never tried to bite me out of the cage. But you wouldn't want to keep one of these as a pet because of something called a feeding response. You see, when you open their cage, they're looking for food. And the snakes don't see very well. So when you reach into their cage, they bite your hand thinking it's a rat and you die. So there's not a pet. You can't be deceived by the fact that they're so tame. You Look, when you open the cage, that's a very dangerous moment. When
Scott is stroking the snake like you would scratch your cat under its neck. He's stroking the snake. Snake's enjoying it.
Well, he's pointing at you and stroking the snake. Oh, hey, boy, there he is.
Yeah, there he is over there.
That's the guy to be at
not
in 3 minutes, buddy.
Beautiful markings, by the way.
So
just gorgeous.
Just because the snake is deadly doesn't make it aggressive. That's just not a direct correlation.
So the venom of the snake is really to kill its food.
Yeah, securing prey, and then in a few cases, defense. Like the Gila monster, their venom is a defensive thing.
Okay.
Do you have a lock sponsor? You want to give a shout out to Master Lock or anybody today?
We got time for maybe one or two more. What do you have? Scott Petersen, Reptileman, reptileman.com.
Let's see, we've got the mamba here, the black mamba.
That's a big box.
Jeez.
Let me see.
Now, is that the number one deadly snake, the black mamba?
They are, yeah. I would estimate about 90% of their bites are fatal to people. So, I would say they're definitely
90% fatal. Carly, our promotion director, is through the double bulletproof glass looking in. He doesn't make a noise.
This one I've got to grab behind the head.
Scott,
and you've moved all the way to the other side of the room for our safety. Stay back.
Scott, I haven't noticed the word devenomized on the top of this box.
Oh, they're all fixed.
Okay, because it doesn't say, I looked, and it doesn't say
Scott's having a hard
devenomized.
time. Snake's giving him a bit of grief
I
here.
just have to get him behind the head because he's kind of hard to handle. I don't like this one very much.
Mama, he's so hard.
You are the biggest block of crap.
Folks, we've just been had. Inside the box are some of those slinky snake toys that come shooting out of the box.
That's funny, Scott. That's really great. Wow, aren't you funny?
Wake up, man.
Now, you don't.
By the way, we are not validating your parking. It's $800 to get
You
your car
don't do
back.
that to school children, do you? Just adults?
Oh, they wet their pants.
Oh, it's not just school kids,
Just
Scott.
adults.
It's not just
You don't
school
have the most deadly snake.
I do.
you?
It's at my zoo. Yeah, you have to go to the Monroe to see the black mamba.
Eric?
Scott, I gotta ask, do you have any big pythons or boa constrictors in there that I could
do.
come in and pick up real
we got
quick?
some big ones, you bet.
Excellent.
Some that you allow people to pick up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Our zoo is a hands-on zoo, and I have some hands-on snakes here.
Okay.
If you want?
That's why you asked about the heart conditions going into this.
He did. Oh, there was a
there's real
snake in there.
Yeah, this is a boa constrictor you can put around your neck because boa constrictors have never killed a human. They're not as big as pythons. They don't eat people ever. Boa constrictors are not man-eaters, okay?
Will they bite ever?
A wild one would, yeah, they would be afraid. But this one was captive born and raised. Like most of our animals, they were captive bred, so they're not afraid of people. And this snake's a real sweetheart. So
You tongue kiss that snake, and I am never eating at your house again.
she's licking your nose because she wants to smell you to see if you're a rat. Snakes smell with their tongue.
Don't let it near me, Eric, please.
All right, folks. You're missing this. It'll be on video on the website later, but Eric, of course, is completely at home and comfortable with the snake. It's wrapped around his shirt, and he was more or less becoming intimate with the snake.
Yeah.
And the snake was tonguing his nose.
And what is the snake again, Scott?
The common boa constrictor from South America.
Scott, you are amazing. You did get us, and you have one of the most interesting and educational exhibits for people in our whole area. So we're going to put a big plug on the website, The Reptile Man, reptileman.com, and the Serpentarium just east of Monroe. Thanks for coming in.